Very good. Aaron, we've seen the team list, very strong team. How important, firstly, is this game? We know it's crunch time in the season.
Well, hugely important. If we want to play past the next couple of weeks, we need 2 wins. So, that's the facts in front of us. That's the challenge. That's the outcome. Can't control all those things, but we can influence where we end up with good performances, and that's what we're focused on.
Liam Squire back this week. First time we've seen him in a long time. How's his nerves? How's he tracking? Coming in this late in the season.
Well, as you'd expect for a guy coming back playing his first game, very excited. He managed to get through 40 minutes of club rugby a couple of weeks ago, so that was a huge positive for us, and come through with no ill effects. Excited about getting him on the field, and his physical presence is something we're looking forward to getting out there.
Is he the type of player who can just gel straight away with the team in terms of his role, because he's dominant with ball in hand? Is he that type of player?
Yeah, 100%. He's only one way he knows to play the game, that's to go forward and hit things and hit them hard. So we're expecting that both sides of the ball, and I'm sure his presence in that dynamic will be a huge benefit for us.
We weren't really expecting to see Ben Smith back this week, or was he close? Was it tempting to give him that sort of final farewell at Forsyth?
Well, it was discussed on the weekend when we looked at our medical update, and we wanted to give him a couple of days, but we knew early that he just wasn't ready for this one, so there's no point risking it. He's got a big year ahead of him, and the best thing for him and the team was to give him another week.
Yeah, cool. And obviously a couple of other guys back from injury there. How's it getting them back? Are they all looking good heading into this match?
Yeah, it's obviously a nice feeling getting back to close to full strength. Obviously Waisaki, I thought he made a big impact. First game back against the Stormers a couple of weeks ago. Tevita comes back into the squad as well. Jackson Hemopo has been an outstanding form all year, so to have those guys back on the field in a big match like this is really important. Obviously still missing a couple, but yeah, we feel like we're in a good space and we've prepared well, and trust the 23 guys to go out there and do the job.
Yeah, cool. Josh McKay, I've sort of had a few people during the season sort of asking, a bit surprised he hasn't been given a wee bit more of a chance. Why? What made you give him a chance this week, and sort of why not in previous weeks?
Yeah, so the last game Josh played for us was against the Chiefs. He's been injured since, so hasn't been in the selection frame. But I feel once again he played for Dunedin, for the Sharks last week, got through 40 minutes, performed well, showed us what we wanted to see, and feel that he's ready to step up. Hard, fast track underneath the roof suits his game.
Yeah, cool. Obviously, pretty big balls. Team will be looking to make use of that hard, fast track.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we a little bit disappointed with the tour, to be fair, playing against 2 big South African sides, and the balls are pretty similar to both the teams we've just played. So yeah, pretty direct. Got a good 10 who controls their game very well, so mindful of their strengths, but we really want to play our game and impose our strengths on the balls, and hopefully if we do that well, then we'll get a good result.
Yeah, cool. Do you approach these next 2 games as sort of like one game at a time, or is it hard to lose sight of the overall competition?
I think for us, with it being a 2-week block, the challenge is really clear. We need to win both games. So that's the bigger picture. In terms of this week, yeah, definitely the focus is just really dialed in to get a good performance against the Bulls.
Aaron, how much work are you allowing yourself to put into next season? We've heard about all the departures and stuff like that. When you've got 2 big games like this, how much are you allowing yourself to look at perhaps players who can come in next season?
Yeah, that's ongoing, so yeah, that's constantly going on in the background. Look, we're really excited about a young squad for next year. We've got some good fresh blood coming in, and a real high calibre of players as well. Obviously, I think that the talent is getting younger and younger, just with the way the rugby's going at the moment, with a lot of experienced players leaving. Even some that are not so experienced are sort of taken off overseas, so that pool is getting a lot younger, but we're really confident with the guys we have been targeting and talking with, and the ones we've already managed to snare, which has been great.
When would you think we'd hear some news about potential signings?
Yeah, over the next couple of weeks we'll probably look to announce a few of those, so just got to tidy up a little bit of detail around contracts and make sure we get everyone across the line before we throw it out there.
One recruit the team did announce is Brownie coming back to the team. What excites you about him coming along with you, and what is his role? Have you worked that out yet in terms of how he's going to gel with the team?
Well, first and foremost, just having a quality coach. He's been in touch with obviously the Landers for since his time away. He still texts the boys every week, texts the coaching group every week, and he's right behind us. So in terms of his role going forward, we'll figure that out at the end of the season.
Yeah, with Liam coming back, he's had a couple of false starts. The one against Haguaras was personal issues. Is that a wee bit of extra time allowed you to get some more conditioning into him, so you're confident that he's ready to start?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always tough coming back after a long layoff, but having another 3 weeks of training and conditioning under his belt has certainly helped him. He come off the field against I think Lamb Union in the Tyree game a couple of weeks ago, really excited and really confident in his body, which is obviously a bit of a hurdle to overcome after being out for so long. So his headspace is in a good place at the moment.
Is there anybody better in New Zealand that sort of second, third field running under the ball? I mean, he's a pretty intimidating character when he does that, isn't he?
Oh, he's right up there, and that's what he enjoys. He enjoys that part of the game, and the guys around him really enjoy it as well. It's, some of those big hits can be pretty inspiring. So first game back, he's trained well, so look forward to seeing him go.
The team as a whole, real exciting feel to it. I think I know it's getting towards the end of this regular season, but do you feel as if Ben Smith notwithstanding that this is kind of closest to your strongest outfit?
Yeah, close enough to it. I think obviously with Buckman and a few others out as well, it's sort of stretched us through the year. I don't think we've had our strongest side on the field for at all this year. So yeah, we're getting close to it though.
And you talked about some of the young fellas coming in next year. Head coach has got lots of different roles, but is that one of the better parts of the job, identifying young guys and then having that role in their career and developing them? That job you enjoy?
100%. It's a real privilege to do what we do. Our role is to really help develop these guys and turn them into, help them grow into good young men. For good young men, then they become good footy players and put all those little bits of discipline in that around their life that help them go out and be good people and then go and perform on the rugby field as well. So it's hugely rewarding when you see that come off. You look at guys like Josh Ioane, Thomas Umunga Jensen, Seal Tomkinson, the growth in those guys, Josh Dixon, Shannon Frizzell over the last couple of years. I think that's something we could all be really proud of, and look at their growth. We see that as a win, we see that as success. So yeah, it's hugely rewarding as a coach being in this position to be able to have that influence.
And the guys that you're bringing in obviously think that they've got the calibre in a couple of years to go on and be All Blacks. Not next couple of years maybe, but a bit longer term. You're looking at guys that you think can be All Blacks.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's certainly our focus. We want high quality players, and it's always a bit of a challenge because you're in competition with 4 other franchises looking at the same guys. So we're going to try and sell our point of difference, which is a great environment, good place to learn. The boys really enjoy being here, a part of this environment. We've had good success as well with those young guys coming through. So you look at your Frizzels and your Lomax and your Hemopos have become All Blacks over the last couple of years. I think it's a product of the environment that we're trying to create for them, not just on the field but also off the field as well.
And looking on Friday as well with Andre Pollard coming in from the Bulls, did that surprise you a little bit that he's been flown in for this game?
Yeah, I think there's about 10 teams in the same situation, so everyone wants to have their best team out there, and he's clearly their best team. So he comes back, if he's fit, then he's ready to go. It gives them the best chance, I suppose. Been impressed with the young 10 Lebok that's played there over the last few weeks. So I'm sure whoever turns up on Friday night will do the job for them, and yeah, they'll back it.
And with Steve Chu announcing that he's going to go at the end of this year, obviously it'll be a new CEO, a new All Blacks coach, new captain as well.
Yeah, I have no interest in that job, the CEO for New Zealand Rugby. Is that what you're going to ask?
I guess it's a sort of a new era. That's both exciting and challenging, I suppose, for New Zealand Rugby.
Yeah, it is. I think Chewy's done a fantastic job. I think what New Zealand Rugby Union have created over the years has been pretty special, and he's obviously been a pretty integral part of that, and really trusted the guys that he's employed to do their job and right through. So, yep, when you lose a key figure like that, it's I suppose there's a little bit of apprehension, but also an exciting opportunity for somebody else to come in and put their spin on it.
Despite all the money in the rest of the world, it's still the best place, I suppose, for players to play rugby if they want to improve. You still agree with that?
Yep, I do. Oh, I think the advantage we have in New Zealand is kids love rugby, and our boys are genuinely enthusiastic about the game. Oh, I'm not sure if other nations have that same passion, maybe Wales, South Africa, but I think Kiwi kids certainly, you talk to 14, 15-year-old boy, he knows everything about the game, he knows the players, he knows all the details about them, and that's something that's pretty special in New Zealand. Kids genuinely love the game, and that sort of transfers into their passion when they get in this environment, so they certainly care, and I think that's why we've been able to stay at the top for such a long time.
Cool. Thank you very much. Cheers.